Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Easter is right around the corner and I wanted to share some really easy last minute Dollar Tree Easter DIYs. All of these crafts are going to be really easy to put together and a lot of them can be done in just a few minutes. And if you are new here, I would love to have you join us by subscribing down below. I love how fun and simple this first DIY is. So we're going to get started with an 8x10 frame from Dollar Tree. They have a few different ones to choose from. I'm going to be going with this gold one here. You're also going to need this free printable. So this one here is from my blog. I did print it out on cardstock, but you can just print it out on regular paper as well. Link for this free printable will be down below in the video description box as well as in the comments. So you just have to click the link. It will bring you on over to the blog post. Just scroll down to the bottom and you will see it down there. Just click on the link and you can print it out at home. So I just added it to my frame, and unfortunately the matting for my frame did have this little rip here, but that's okay. I probably should have looked at it a little bit closer in the store, but we are going to continue on with the craft. Next we're going to need some twine, and you can usually find this in the crafter square at Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to cut a piece long enough to wrap around the frame. So I'm going to go ahead and just hot glue this piece here to the top corner, and now I'm going to just drape it across the front. So we basically want to create a 3D banner, and I'm going to be using these Dollar Tree carrots as well as these little bunny tails just to string across that banner. I'm going to be using 3 carrots and 2 of the bunnies. Before I glued my twine to the second corner, I just wanted to make sure that it was going to be long enough to just have a little bit of a drape to it, just to kind of give it that effect. So I did just glue it a little bit loose. Now I'm going to hot glue my first carrot in place. Now you can either just glue it right to the banner, or you can actually glue it to the glass and banner. That's what I'm doing here. So I just put a little bit of hot glue on my carrot, and then I'm just going to secure it in place in the middle on that twine as well as the glass. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add my bunnies to both sides of that carrot, and then I will finish off with 2 carrots all the way to the left and right. So simple, but really versatile. You can use any of the embellishments at Dollar Tree. If you don't like this one here, there are so many different options. And if you don't want to use the free printable, you can definitely use this idea with some scrapbooking paper as well that has a beautiful print. And here's a closer look at how this one turned out. This DIY only takes a few minutes to put together, so we're going to be remaking this Dollar Tree sign here. Dollar Tree has had this cutting board sign for a few years now, and I think that it is so adorable as is, but just by adding a few little embellishments, you can really take this one to the next level. So I'm going to be grabbing some ribbon. I chose the carrot ribbon from Dollar Tree, and 3 of these carrots. Now these come in a larger pack from Dollar Tree. I believe you get 5 or 6 in the pack, but we're just going to be needing 3 for this DIY. So to get started, I'm just fanning out the green tops a little bit, and now all we're going to do is just hot glue them to our sign, right on top of those carrots in the middle. This is going to give us a really fun 3D effect. For the center carrot, I did glue it a little bit lower just to give it a bit more dimension. And then after we hot glue our carrots onto our board, we're going to grab some ribbon to tie around the handle of the cutting board. You don't have to stop here. You can definitely add some more embellishments to the board. There are lots of different options, but I wanted to keep mine pretty simple. So I'm just going to go ahead, cut a nice long piece of my ribbon and tie it into a bow. I think a bigger ribbon would also be beautiful if you wanted a really substantial bow, but I thought that the carrot ribbon was just too perfect to pass up for this DIY. And just look at that 3D effect from the side. It is so much fun and definitely gives this sign a lot of character. And here's a closer look at how I styled mine. I think it looks perfect right next to a bunny rabbit, and I actually am going to have a free printable that is going to match this perfectly coming up in a little bit in this video. Next up, we are going to be using this wreath decorating kit to make an adorable mini pillow. We're also going to need one of these fabric squares from Dollar Tree. They have a lot of different ones to choose from. I'm going to be going with this light pink color. So first you just want to open up your fabric square. It's actually more of a rectangle, and I'm just going to double it up. So I'm going to fold it in half, and I do need this to be a square. So an easy way to do that without measuring is just to fold it in half and then fold down one corner. Then you can go ahead, just trim off the extra fabric, and then I will be cutting that seam up top. So now we have 2 squares of fabric. I'm going to go ahead and just sew all of my sides together, but I will leave a small opening on the bottom. If you don't want to sew it, you can definitely just hot glue it as well for a no-sew pillow. So here's my pillow all sewn together and I flipped it right side out. Now I'm just going to add some PolyFil, and then I am going to have that small opening on the bottom, so I'm going to go ahead and just sew that closed. But again, if you are gluing this for a no-sew pillow, just go ahead and hot glue that opening closed. Now you want to grab some ribbon, and a thicker ribbon works better, so I'm going to be using this one here. This is from Dollar Tree, but again, any ribbon that you like will work. Now grab that wreath kit. You're going to see that all of the pieces have this ribbon attached to it. You can go ahead and just trim all of the ribbon off. We're not going to need that. All of that is removed. You can go ahead and start to arrange your pieces on your pillow. And to attach this, I'm just going to be hot gluing them. I'm going to hot glue the head right here above the ribbon in the center. Then you want to go ahead and add those wings, and finally the little chick feet. You can stop right here, but I think it's a really fun touch to add a little bow to the center. So I'm going to show you my really easy way to make a beautiful bow. This is a fail-free method. So we're going to go ahead and cut 4 pieces of ribbon. I'm going to have a small, medium, a large, and then another piece that is about a medium length. So for this one here, I'm going to just be cutting a ducktail into the 2 sides. This is going to be the tail of our ribbon, but we can go ahead and just place this piece to the side for now. We're going to take our medium piece and our larger piece and just hot glue those into a circle. You just want to put a little bit of hot glue on the end, wrap it around, hold it in place for a few seconds. Once you have your 2 loops here, we're going to stack those on top of each other. It does kind of seem like a lot of cutting and gluing, but I promise once you make it once, it's going to become second nature and you're going to want to do it again and again. So here I'm just stacking that smaller loop on top of the larger one. The piece that we cut the ducktail into is going to go in the back. Now we will have one small piece of ribbon left, and this is going to be the piece that holds everything together. I did just fold the sides in, that way I could just slim it down a little bit, and I only left the lace portion of that ribbon exposed, and I'm just going to be hot gluing this around my loops just to hold them together, and then I pulled down those tails in the back. And to attach this to my chick, I'm just going to be hot gluing it right in the center. He does also have a bunny version of this wreath kit that would be perfect for a mini pillow as well. And here's a closer look at how mine turned out. It is just so cute and little, and I think it looks perfect right here next to my bunny rabbit pillow. Next up is a 2-minute DIY, and for this one you're just going to need one of Dollar Tree's 4x4 frames and this free printable. So this is going to be on my blog. Again, I'm going to leave the link for that down below in the video description box, as well as linked in the comments. So I actually have 4 prints, so this is going to be the blog post that link is going to send you to. You just want to scroll all the way to the bottom past the photos, and you're going to see 2 different links. So the first one I'm going to click on is actually the free printable that you can use for the first DIY in this video. But this one is the one that we need right now. These are for the 4x4 prints, and we do have 4 different options. So I have this one here that says Happy Easter, another one that says Happy Easter with an egg in the center, and then the other 2 are going to be on the second page, and this is the page that I printed out for this DIY. So we have the one with the cross, and we also have this fresh carrot sign, which will go perfectly with the carrot cutting board that I showed earlier on in the video. Just going to trim my pictures here, and again, these are already sized to fit perfectly into that 4x4 frame, and this is one of my favorite frames from Dollar Tree. I think that this one is especially great around Easter and springtime. It just has that really fun rustic feel to it. And I am going to be showing you both options here framed. I did frame mine above the glass, that way it didn't have the glare, but again, that is just personal preference. So here is my first print here with the beautiful cross that says Happy Easter, and I will be showing you the carrot one as well. But again, this is just a super easy 2-minute DIY if you're just looking to add a little bit of Easter decor to your home without spending a lot of time crafting. Let's turn these Dollar Tree dish towels into some inexpensive decor pillows for Easter. So I picked up these 2 ones here. I just thought that the prints were really fun, and I loved how vibrant they were. And now all you have to do is just open up your towel, and it is going to be big enough for a pillow, but I will be trimming the top part in half. So you do just have that seam up top, and you do want to separate that when you are turning these into a pillow. Now you do have two options here. You can definitely sew these, that is what I'm going to be doing, or you can just hot glue them together for a really easy DIY and a no-sew pillow. But since I am going to be sewing mine, I'm just going to flip it inside out. And I will be sewing all of the edges together, but I will again leave a small opening on the bottom, about 4 or 5 inches. That way I can just turn it right side out and then fill it with PolyFil. These throw pillows are a great option if you want to add some fun holiday decor outside and you don't want to use any pillows that are going to be really expensive since they are going to be out in the elements. That's actually what I'm going to be using mine for. I'm going to be placing them out on my patio. So I filled up my pillows and now I'm going to go ahead and just sew them closed. There's a closer look at how mine turned out. So I have them here on my patio, and for $1.25 each plus PolyFil, I think it's a great option to add some really fun and vibrant decor outside. And that is everything for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed these Dollar Tree Easter DIYs. If you did, please do give this video a big thumbs up. And I will be coming out with some brand new spring Dollar Tree DIYs very soon, as well as some different videos. So definitely come on back. And if you are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. To subscribe to my channel, you can just click on my picture right here.